What's going on, guys? I'm coming to you today with a Turo Storytime as a Turo host. I'm going to tell you today as to how my car got broken into while it was out with a guest. So to start off, this guest was a military guest. He booked the car for 3 months and he only ended up having it for about maybe 3 weeks or a month. This was a young guy. I think he might have been about 29. He was doing military training. So I start out the day by cleaning the car up and prepping it as I usually do. This was a delivery, so I delivered the car from my home location, which was about 40 to 50 minutes away. As soon as I delivered the car, the guy started asking me for a discount, and I could not see as to why, because the car was already discounted off of its original price. The discount that was put in place by Turo, because it was a 3-month long rental, and Turo automatically puts in a 3-month rental discount, and it discounted up to like 45%. So if I discounted any more, I'd be over at least 50% and I'd be making no profit. We all know that you cannot run a business at a 50% discount. That's crazy, especially having that car for 3 months. He basically would have been getting that car for free. He even told me that he took advantage of Turo's extreme discounts because they were extreme. And if you ask me, I think they were kind of cheap too. But at the same time, I had nothing to do with them being cheap. But at the same time, I still have to operate this car and operate a business at a profit. So then, after further refusing to negotiate some type of discount with him, I told him, no, I can't do any discounts because the discounts are already included already. I usually tell people like this, hey, I gotta ask the owner, even though I am the owner, I am the host. I tell people that I'm the technician, so I can kind of just spin stuff off and get stuff off my back. I like to tell people that I'm not in control, even though I am the one in control. So he drives the car. He's driving it here and there, doing a lot of idling in this car. I didn't really mind as long as he's paying for it, but idling in a car does wear it down. And a lot of times he would just leave the car running for some odd reason, whether it be listening to music or just being on his phone. I didn't understand that, but I have no control over my renters, so hey, they are going to do what they do. Everything was going good and great. Everything was going fine until maybe about 9 o'clock, 3 weeks later at night. So then I get a notification on the Turo app saying that there was a damage claim or damage report put in for the Turo car. And I'm like, okay, wow, what kind of damage are we talking about? I checked the damage claim, and the damage claim said that the window had been broken. I guess somebody tried to break into the car. He said they guess they didn't take anything. But I mean, hey, I don't really care because it's none of my stuff that's in the car. It's only his stuff that's in the car. But it's unfortunate that his stuff did get taken. But long story short, somebody tried to break into the car. They tried to break the driver's side back window. And according to the renter, they didn't take anything. They just broke the window. Good for him, bad for me. Because now we have a damage report on the car and the car is damaged now. So the renter ended up doing the following steps out. I guess you could say he did the right thing. He got a police report and he took documentation, took pictures and stuff. And then he shared with me the incident report number so I can work with the police, I guess, to handle the investigation. Whoa, 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 buddy. That's where you're wrong. I don't handle the investigation. You do, and I have nothing to do with that investigation because this is between you and Turo. I have nothing to do with that.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say this. This YouTube journey is something I've been trying to start for years, and I could never fully commit before, but now I'm all in. Documenting my life adventures, my Turo hosting stories, and everything in between. I put in work every day to make these videos better than the last, and I'm pushing to reach 500 subscribers. So hitting that subscribe button costs you nothing, but it means a lot to me. So please subscribe, or otherwise I'm gonna just keep walking past the Walmart receipt checkers without showing my receipt. Did you need to see this?
No, you're good.
Okay.
It's the other guy.
You're welcome. Yeah, I paid for it anyway. But guys, please subscribe.
So look, after the renter handed me the incident report, I told the renter that I was going to have to charge him for the damage that was done on the car. I asked him if he had like the Turo insurance. He said no. And I told him from that point, well, if you don't have insurance on the car, you're going to have to end up paying out of pocket. And I was just trying to be fair and be upfront with him. I was trying to let him know what was going to happen so that way there's no surprises and that everything is upfront and clear and concise. But then the renter rejected being charged for the damage and the amount of damage that there was, because technically a driver's back window cost about $500, at least from Safelite Auto Glass. So the renter refused to want to pay the amount for the damage. And he told me, and I found this really funny, this man told me that I should go after the person that broke into the car and work with the police to find the person that broke into the car in order to charge them. I'm like, no. That is not how this works. Because just like any other rental company, Enterprise, Avis, Hertz, if you were to get into an accident or have a damage with one of their cars, they're going to charge you on the spot. They're not trying to hear anything about somebody else did it or whatever. They're still going to charge you on the spot, but hopefully the insurance company of the person that must have hit you works with you fast, because if they don't, they're still coming after you because they want their money. I find it really hilarious and comical that the renter, that I should go after them and spend my time going after somebody that I don't even know who did it. And I understand, but when renting a car, you assume risk, and you assume that risk by either denying the extra insurance or applying extra insurance that you get with the car. And that's what I don't think he understood. Oh yeah, I still got it. So the next thing I'm about to say is that because eventually I had to set up for a tow truck to tow the car, since the car was technically damaged and the window, I didn't want it to be left open, since that means that water would get inside of it and I didn't want to have that problem. So it gave me an even better reason to have it towed. So I towed it from the customer's location, and my balancer was able to track it even with it on the tow truck and I guess not running. But for some reason the tow truck towed it, and it was supposed to be arriving at my car's home location in at least an hour. But for some odd reason, the truck took maybe 3 hours to get back to me. And that was a problem because I was supposed to be leaving for an early morning flight that day, out of the country, passport and all. And here we are delaying, and I'm literally supposed to be leaving in probably like the next 20 minutes for my flight out of the country. And so I kept asking Turo, where's my car? Where's my car? They kept telling me 15 minutes, 45 minutes. They picked it up 45 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Honestly, I don't even think they even know what's going on. They just kind of just relay and hear whatever they hear, and they just relay it back to me. But at the same time, I was literally watching my tracker. The tracker said that the car was sitting at the tow truck's lot, and it sat at the tow truck's lot for like 2 hours. Eventually the tow truck came, I got the car. So then when I asked the guy, hey, why was my car sitting at your lot for 2 hours after you had already picked it up?
Like I said, what took y'all so long? I was waiting like 2 hours for y'all.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. What happened to y'all?
And I feel like that's reasonable to ask. This man told me,
Huh? But didn't y'all just pick it up?
this man told me that he had other cars to go to, but I'm like, you had already picked up my car, so why don't you just deliver my car? Wouldn't that free your tow truck if you deliver my car? I feel like that makes sense to me. I'm trying not to be aggressive and irate with the tow truck driver. I guess there's no reason to, but at the same time, I had every right to, because if you picked up my car, it shouldn't be going to your tow truck lot. It should be coming to me. And it wasn't like the places were far away. The places were probably about 45 minutes apart. So there was no reason for the tow truck to have been sitting there. I just estimated and took a look at the damage, trying to take my own pictures and photos. And then I said I had to go. And then I had to go off to my flight because I had to leave it up to the Turo agents, because what else can I do? Eventually, the Turo guests ended up paying the $500 that I was owed for the window. I got the quote from Safe Flight Auto Glass, but I ended up going to another aftermarket window guy who gave me a window for $250. So I was actually able to profit from the damage. That's just kind of how it works at Turo. So then I was able to fix the car when it came back from my trip, and then I was able to get it back on the road. And from that point, it was back on the road and it was working again. I guess lessons learned here: take a lot of pictures of your car. You never know what could happen. If it can get broken, take a picture of it, cover all area of the car. The lesson here is that more pictures is better than less pictures. Oh yeah, also most important tip: make sure you get trackers on all your vehicles, so that way you know where your cars are at all times, because people lie. So that's all I'm going to leave y'all with, guys. I hope y'all found that useful, and hopefully you guys don't have to go through a situation like this like I did, because mine was kind of a hassle. So I'm leaving it there, guys. All right, guys, have a good one.